And we're live under the full moon and Jupiter energy. I am the hostess with the mostest, the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist, North American Sybil. I am your messenger, God. What the fuck are these two doing over here? Sorry. I am your messenger, God, your first child of God, the Lilith reincarnated. In order to keep up with me, you ought to see what I post on my community page, my latest live video, and anything in my shorts. Um, I just posted I was doing some full moon ceremonies, and I actually wasn't guided to stay out there much longer, and I am so grateful. Praise God. Realistically, yeah, but my solar plexus is going off real hard. The solar plexus is your sun sign. Leo is the sun sign. I got into my cards and I got these two. We're still in there. Found that quite funny. Let's talk about it. So it's a full moon in Leo. Leo is the representation of the sun. I'll put these cards up real quick. There's a very important Leo sitting at the altar. It's pretty much the only spirit. There's only two people at this altar that you probably know as people. Which would be who? Mother Cabrini and Miss Marilyn Monroe over there. She's the Leo. She's a Lilith. Realistically, yeah. So this full moon is about honoring your true nature. What is that, number 5? That's funny. I had a card earlier. I was like, what number are you? And it was number 5. Allow your light to shine. Express your authentic light and release the need for others' approval. Okay? The opportunity to share your gifts with the world is here. The question is, are you ready for this moment? Self-sabotage can come up, smothering this fiery expression. This oracle asks you to deflect the judgment you may have received from others. Power struggles around the spotlight can also come up. The zodiac sign Leo represents the child, symbolizes the royal lion, ruled by the bright and energetic sun. When Black Moon Lilith is in Leo, your self-expression and identity are powerful, but you can experience backlash and jealousy from others. Let's just kind of stop there. So today was about honoring who I am and how I feel and what that. I had gotten to a disagreement with B that ended our friendship or whatever it was. And let me just point out that I've walked past her at least 3 times since this has happened. I have said nothing to her. I never opened those messages. I just left it alone completely. I have no intentions of picking this back up. None whatsoever. And the real thing is that's what this means, is honoring who you are. That's what it is, without the need of approval from others. This is extremely important. So let me reread this to you. By the time I pull the cards, it's only confirmation to what I've already been through. Why do I go through it first? Because I'm the goddess of the moon. I am your only defense against God and the universe. Realistically, no, it just hits me first. I'm not really a defense at all. The sun hits me. The planets hit me. It all hits me before it hits the earth. So that's how that works. So as I'm sitting under the full moon in Leo, my solar plexus, which we've been reading about all week we've been talking about your solar plexus, is all lit up under the moon. Really? Oh, jeez. All right, so let's go back to this. On top of this, you may have also taken on the role of an adult as a child. Well, let me just show you. This was me at 16. I told all my stories, all my shadows about that in the last 24 or 48 hours. I also just shared a meme of how terrible my freaking first marriage was. That was it. I thought I was grown at 16. Thought I was an adult. Lovely. Well, let's tell you another story. Healing your inner child is powerful for this Lilith placement. Marilyn Monroe, which you can see her quite clearly, I don't have to pull her out. A Black Moon Lilith rising in Leo, was a child bride, married at the age of what? 16. Before she was discovered. Allow yourself to release the judgment of others and and identify your creative truth. Indulge yourself in hobbies and creative endeavors that fuel your fire. The way to heal this shadow of self-expression is to release the need for external validation from others. I don't need you to like me. And that's what today was about. That's what it's always about. I'm Lilith. I'm rebellious. I'm not here to conform. I never did. I never will. No, I can submit according to God's rule, but I will never be like you. Never, never. Why? I can't even see the reason of why anyone would want to be like you. Anyways, the belief in yourself is all the magic that you need. And that goes back to it. You know, I reaffirmed again in my earlier video, I spend at least 20 seconds of every video explaining to you who and what I am. It gets repetitive, it gets old, especially to the people that see me every day and don't have respect for that seem to somehow forget. All right, feminine shadow work. You are a divine goddess of creation. It's time to honor your gifts and allow the world to see that you what you have to offer. If you've been working on a creative idea, now is the time to have courage and show it. For your masculine shadow work, you love someone who is a show-stopping prize. At the same time, you also don't want to feel upstaged. True love, though, doesn't require the dimming of another's light in order to shine. Be brave. The world needs your gifts. Now is the time. Now is not the time to dim your light. On page 11. This whole journey for me and for you is rediscovering yourself and allowing yourself to be free, to be yourself. I'm not trying to be Mother Mary. I'm not trying to be anything. I'm just trying to be the best version of what God made me. He made me a whole big old pile of fucking disastrous fucking energy. And I'm just trying to be the best I can be. I am in competition with absolutely nobody but my inner self. You know what I mean? That holds me back. I don't give a shit what that looks like on the outside. As far as, sharing my gifts, I look back and I've been very brave about this all the way through. And down to even the last video where I exposed you. I'm a witch, bro. I always said I was. I never said I wasn't. I'm the first witch that ever was. I'm the one that gave witchcraft. All those powerful witches pull from my energy. Realistically, yup. They ain't getting it from Jesus. No, do your fucking research, motherfuckers. So, with that being said, since the beginning of the month, being asked to go and give the torch to Bone so that they could talk to the dead. And little by little is just, I don't like to expose myself. And that's what they said the other day. Are you on TikTok? No, I ain't trying to be a famous ass fucker. I will be, but I'm not rushing that. I'm taking my slow time. I don't need to sit there and uh, you don't even know what it causes, what it happens. You wish you could be me, but you don't even know. You don't even know. Once the world discovers that I exist, I'm like the most feared freak show that ever existed. Realistically, most definitely. Most definitely. The abilities that I have are beyond the human capacity, and that alone makes me a threat. Really? Yup. 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 I want one. I want one. The fact that I'm teaching other people to have the same abilities makes me even twice as much of a threat. Creating an army of people like me, that's very dangerous, that can't be controlled, that work with the unseen, that's very dangerous indeed. Realistically, yeah. But little by little, since the beginning, after discovering who I was, past lives, and who I am, and what my position is, it's all been about fighting that, stepping into the light, which is, and you know what I mean? It's not just that. It's not just that. You know what I mean? There's like anybody that ever had gifts has had to hide them of persecution of man. And I have to come out as the most gifted and tell everyone that has their gifts that it's safe to come out. But they're going to see what happens when you do come out. Realistically, well, bring them out, bring them out. I mean, I never denied it. You guys just do. So, as far as that, it's like be brave. The world needs your gifts. The world needs to know that witchcraft is real. Really? Not out of fear. They shouldn't fear it. And that's what I do over here. I spend all this time teaching you how to cleanse it, how to banish it, how to protect yourself from it, and how to heal from it. And I ultimately, the whole point of it is that you can't stop negativity unless you stop the triggers from inside of you. Really? Perfect example is what happened to me today. That type of shit used to bother me. I used to be real triggered by some shit like this. I used to be really hurt by things like this. These type of things don't affect me anymore. Really? No, I've healed the part that where, you know what I mean? Where this used to bother me. And that's where you learn. It's like, people's little magical attacks or, little verbal attacks or whatever, their little side swipes, whatever they're doing, their little comments don't have an effect on me. Your words, you want to use harsh words. I can use some words. God said not to speak to you, so I'm just going to walk away and let you keep running your mouth. Really? Something like that. And that's what it's about, is honoring who you are. They're not going to like you. And that's why you keep hiding it. You're like, if people knew, they're not going to like me. You're afraid of that. In the beginning, when I started this, and that's why, you know what I mean, I hid my whole life. I was like, if I don't fix this dude and they find out what's wrong with me, nobody's ever going to love me. Nobody's ever going to fucking want to deal with me if they know what's wrong with me, if they know the life I've lived. I think the whole reason they don't want to deal with me is because of what I've become, not because of what I was. I think what I've become is far more powerful than what I was. Realistically, yeah, but you try to hide the things that you don't want people that people won't like about you. Well, I'm done hiding myself. That's the inner child. She's not so pretty when she comes out, but she's me, and this is what we got to deal with when it happens. Realistically, I mean, I'm tired. I hid myself and from the world for my whole life. I have to spend the rest of my life finding out who I was and what I was hiding and make myself feel okay to bring it out. That's my journey. And I believe that's everybody else's journey as well. To just have acceptance. Accept it. Even if nobody else does. Forgive it. Even if nobody else does. Love it. Even if nobody else does. It's called your shadow. And that is exactly what helped me, that what the process to awakening your soul and finding out who your soul is, but outside of this life experience. You start taking off the life experiences, dude, and you start setting your soul free. And your soul will start, you know what I mean? It has a remembrance. It can tell you everything. Your mind is what's standing in the way, and your mind's blocked from the things that you've experienced only in this life. It knows nothing else but your experiences. It's your responsibility to teach your mind something more than what it's been taught, to unlearn what you've learned and learn something new for, for at least yourself, if anything. But you owe it to the next generation to at least be a little bit smarter than the person you are right now. Some version, a better version of it. When I kept, when I harped at Russ and I was like, he thought it meant be better. He thought it meant like do better, right? He thought it meant be better on the outside. He spent like at least a year trying to prove he was better on the outside. And in doing that, the songs he was releasing was talking about how fucked up he is on the inside. Boo-hoo childhood trauma. His fucked up dad and his fucked up mama told him that love means trauma. Okay. And then, yeah, he'll come out here and make a song and tell you how, him and his girlfriend can't get along, but he loves her and he'll do anything for her and all of this weird shit. Like, bro, do you hear yourself? Because unfortunately, I'm being forced to listen to the bullshit that's coming out of your mouth. You're contradicting yourself. Your actions don't align with your words. I never tried to say, as soon as I realized I was sick or something was wrong with me, I never denied it. I started digging deeper. I was ashamed of it, but I had to, I was like, fuck, I got to tell people. And so right away, I knew I was dealing with a personality disorder. So I started telling people I was dealing with a personality disorder. After I got out of that and I started dealing with spirituality, I started telling people. As I started working through things, I was very honest about my evolution. You know what I mean? And my experiences. There's a lot of things that come out of my mouth on the side of this camera that I wish I didn't share with the world. But in sharing it with you, I'm sharing it with myself. And once it's out, I can't even feel bad about it. It's like, well, I already told the whole damn world. Really? I mean, why hide it now? It's out. And it's been hiding for how long? Some of these stories are so fucking old. They're just hidden in some fucking memory bank, causing me pain and fear in my mind. Really? I mean, they're not present. When it comes to the present, I presently deal with the bullshit. But I had no fucking knowing. Why? Because I hid it so well. I hid it from myself. It wasn't about hiding it from the world. I hid it from myself. I literally forgot. How's that work? I don't know. Talk about magical, I suppose. But it didn't go anywhere. It's still hidden in there. And when the time comes, it comes to the surface. And that's called the shadow. And whatever that shadow is, I have to accept it. I have to be willing to accept it and however it's going to act in that moment. This is a part of me that I myself, you're definitely unaware of, and I myself am unaware. There's been so many of them. It's like you didn't know you were going to act. No, I didn't even know that that bothered me. I had no idea that I was going to act like that. I had no fucking clue I was going to act like that. I did my best, didn't I? I tried to control myself as best as I could. What happened? I experienced a trauma, an old trauma, but because I never knew it, it was a real life, you know what I mean? Fucking trauma that I experienced. Repressed memory. It's stated as a memory because it's already happened. But for someone that doesn't remember it, it's a first time happening. So it's a first time experiencing this overwhelming burst of fucking emotions to what has happened to me so very long ago. It's very raw and it's very current. It's a current of energy. And yeah, I don't know. Sometimes in the beginning, I didn't know how to control it. I didn't know how to control my emotions to what I had been through. But I do. I learn. And the sad part is, I got to spend the rest of my day digging up this bullshit. The rest of my life. Really? I asked Kobe when it ends. He said it doesn't. I went looking in science. The memories just come back. And you can see, all I got to do is go outside and you fucking remind me of some fucked up shit. Maybe if I didn't live in such a triggering environment of fucking devastation, I wouldn't remember all the devastation I was in. But that's exactly why God put me here. That's why He took me to Oklahoma. That's why He took me to the Bay. That's why He takes me everywhere so I can remember. I don't get to get away with this. I've got to feel my own pain. For once in my life, at least once. I got to feel it. And trust me, it hurts. It hurts. Every single one of them, dude. Every single one of them make me want to fucking die. It's called a death. That shit kills me, bro. I gotta be adult and I gotta be spiritual and I gotta be strong for not you. Fuck you. I don't care who's watching. I gotta get myself out of this, dude. I'm about to lose my mind. I can't believe I've been victimized. I can't believe that happened to me in my life. I'm in a really dark place right now. I gotta fucking work my way through it. And that's just admitting me. Can you admit what the fuck is wrong with you? Can you admit that there is anything wrong with you? Or you're just fucking perfect. God just made you a perfect being. You live a perfect life with a perfect wife and perfect children and perfect teeth. You're lying. Those aren't even your teeth. Get out of my face. You color your hair and you fucking put Botox in your face. Quit pretending to be perfect. You don't want to be not liked. I guess I've learned through this whole thing is, they don't like me. It's not like a bad thing, like, oh, nobody likes me. It's like, oh, they can't get along with me. I get it. I tried. I tried. I tried earlier. I really did. How am I supposed to say this? There's no nice way, dude. These are like fight words. Everything that comes out of my mouth is like a fight word. I'm not a victim to it. I realize you know? And I'm not going to try so hard. I just won't. No matter what I do, dude, you're going to find something about me you don't like. Really? There's a lot. I could name a couple things that could irritate you right away. We can start with the OCD. Do you know that I have OCD where, like, I'm a fucking clean freak? Can you imagine that? Yeah, I'm a fucking clean freak, dude. If you fucking put shit out of order or you just like drop shit, I'm gonna get annoyed by you. I'm gonna get annoyed by you real quick, dude. I am like Lieutenant Dan, fucking crazy clean freak. Seriously, I have tendencies. We could just start there. Let alone my mouth, that I don't have a filter. Why is this such a surprise to you? You're so mad. I told that lady straight to her face in front of her boss. Have you been drinking? Why did you say that? Because I was thinking it. You're not allowed to say what you. Well, oh, okay. Okay. You're not allowed to say what you were thinking. I had a question. Are you drinking on the job? No. Why would you say that? Because your eyes are red. You don't know what I'm talking about, and there's a weird smell coming off your breath. I cannot believe you accuse me. Do you want to fight about this? You want to tell me how wrong I was? I apologize. That's what I told her. It could have got bad in that office. I was like, I apologize. You're welcome to tell me how wrong I was. I made a mistake, but let me explain why I jumped to that conclusion. If that's not good enough for you and you want to persecute me on the other side because I'm a child that just speaks my mind, well, then, go ahead. But that's what happens, and that's why I try to avoid the fuck out of fucking people. I try to avoid the fuck out of people. Why? So I don't fucking. Because there's no fucking problem if I'm just keeping my thoughts to myself and I ain't saying shit. You come around and might say something to you you ain't gonna like. And then it turns into a fight. Well, just stay away from me. Really? Did I say, hey, come here, let me hurt your feelings? No, I did not. I guess as I'm seeing this, it's the difference between an alpha and a sigma. An alpha wants to be a leader of packs. A sigma don't even want to be nowhere near it. No? Mm-mm. I really don't care. I don't. Being. God loves me, and the universe does, and they make a great joke about it. As mad as I be at myself and how God made me, I walk in there and it's nothing but love. Really? I'm one of the most special creations He's ever made, and He feels that way about all of His children, so it's not really a big deal. But yeah, like, fuck. I don't give a shit if you don't like me. And that goes from the you guys have been calling me the devil since the beginning because I'm not like you. Because I don't even fucking try and I think you're stupid and I make fun of you for trying to be so likable. Really? Do you like yourself? Does your mom like you? Do your kids like you? What are you going to do about that? Does it really matter to you? It really does, huh? You really want them to like you. That's your inner child, bro. That's your inner child, desperate for fucking companionship, bro. You'll do anything to be liked, accepted. Um, I can be hospitable to a certain extent, but I'm completely, you know what I mean? What is this? Unfit for society. Tried to tell God that a long time ago and just to put me in the woods and leave me alone. He keeps trying to push me out. Look at this wonderful creation. God, they're not really liking this. No, they're gonna love you. Do you know your children at all? Like seriously, like how removed are you from these kids? Like you say you know them, but do you know these kids? What's that one's name over there? Tell me that one's name. Really? I'll be talking shit. That's what it's about. Really, I want to point out, do you see that Palo Santo stick that's right there? It has the moon phases on it. I got that in Minnesota, in the Twin Cities. Never lit it. I was guided to light it at the Bone concert. I was guided to light it tonight. Really? Yeah, talk about a torch. Never lit it. It stayed in my things and never touched it. Tonight I was also guided to pull out the same candles I was using when I was on the road. I didn't pull out all my candles. I had a big old altar bag that was pushed in the far back of my trunk. I couldn't even get to it. So I had different candles, different stuff. I have so many fucking ritual bags. I got a whole brew of them in the car. Different ones. I got like two or three. I have two of them here. Not to mention my actual herb box. I have them all over the place, bro. Let's just go. Let me just grab one of these bags. We got shit to go, dude. I could start a magical fire anywhere we go with all this shit. All of them got offerings, stones, fucking holy water, fucking you name it, bro. Oils, we're good to go, bro. I'm like a, it's like a fucking, I'm like a fucking ambulance of spirituality. I have so many of them. Realistically, I mean, you can check any of my purses, you'll find oils, stones, and herbs, and nothing that'll get you high, of course. I'll leave that in the car. Really? Yeah, it's kind of funny. And that's where it is like I'm like the only open practitioner witch in the like really that ever did this in the light. Because I do it in the light, I'm not secretly doing dark shit. They accused me of being a witch. Even Mr. Plum, he was like, "Your Instagram says witch." I don't know about that. I made him a promise that I wouldn't do any of my rituals or anything, and I didn't. I sat on his porch and I would burn, what I mean, herbs. That's it. But I promised to never go in the garden and, light fucking, do anything big. Because before when I came down there the first time, that's what I did. I sat in the garden, I put a blanket down, and I would do oracle cards and light incense and fucking candles and be out there, and all the neighbors would be driving by, and it would be just, dude, all the time they'd be staring. So he definitely didn't want that kind of attention the second time. So I promised him I wouldn't do that type of shit. I stayed in my car until my car got taken away. Then I sat on the porch and I would just burn shit in my little ashtray and stay there. I rarely stepped into the garden. I made a promise before I got there. I went in there a couple of times just to fill up the water and stuff, but I didn't do any rituals or anything like that. I took up a couple of offerings and I danced in the rain once or twice, but shit like that, he asked me not to be a witch. And so God was making me, kept pushing me out there. And I was going to open up a spiritual center. And God's like, you can't do that with Mr. Plum. I was like, damn, you're right. I was really sad about it too, because I had made a promise not to do that. And I still was becoming, spreading the word that what I was. But at the same time, I believe, he got to see actually everything I did. I was like, when I'm gone, people will ask you, you saw what I did. I lived with you, dude. I didn't do anything. I did it all in the name of Jesus. It's like, I am a witch, but I do this in the name of Jesus, God. You know what I mean? And I showed him. Then it was like, it was just, God would just ask me to go into public places and really do it. He asked me to pull the cards at Mother Cabrini's shrine. That's witchcraft, bro. I was pulling only only the light cards, the same cards I'll pull tomorrow. But I was scared for my life, dude, to do this. You know what I mean? Then there was like, the fucking Broncos Stadium. That was a big one. You know what I mean? Doing it in Las Vegas. I felt safe to do it in Las Vegas, to be honest. I felt like, I mean, there was hookers and fucking everything else on the street. I felt like nobody would notice. It wasn't a big deal. They ran up to me like I had a gun, bro. Like I was a terrorist. They hit me so fast. Like they were watching me set up. And the second I pulled that shit out, bro, as soon as I put that altar out, bro, they were on me and shut me down real fast. I was devastated. I was finally brave enough to do it. And that's what he showed me in Oklahoma. He's like, if you could do it here, you could do it anywhere. I started out being terrified of what I was. First time I was accused of a witch, I was like, no, I'm not. I'm a goddess, dude. You're crazy. And, it's like, no. And that's why I tell everyone, I'm a witch. I tell them all the time. That's the first thing I tell you. Soy una bruja. And people come up to me like right now. You see me burning all this shit, all these candles. I'm dancing, and you're going to come up and ask me for a lighter? You are a fearless motherfucker. Well, then I look at the candles, and it's got, Jesus and and Mother Mary. So they're obviously not scared. But, going back to it, it's like some of these people don't even, they've either seen it before or they just never feared it. And, I guess maybe I had more fear about what I was doing because of my religious beliefs than maybe other people. They had seen it. And that was really cool, especially in Colorado, is you can be spiritual and be accepted. Whereas you can't be spiritual in Oklahoma. Can't even buy fucking sage, bro. It's like nearly impossible. He found me some one day and he brought it to me. I was really grateful. I had to order it online from Walmart. I couldn't even get no sage. Really? It was sad. He had gotten me a whole bunch of really cool. He had been collecting them. He's just a hoarder of shit. He had a whole bunch of incense that he had collected, even certain ones he had bought from, from reservations and stuff. So that's how I was doing a lot of magic, and I carried a bunch of them to this day that I got from Mr. Plum. I remember the most that I burnt down there was dragon's blood. Lots and lots and lots of dragon's blood. And I don't really fuck with that. I remember that. That was very, I think about the certain herbs that they had me use in certain lands. And then even showing up at my sister's. You know what I mean? I was doing straight, rituals and card work and shit like that. Everywhere I went, bro. It was like I opened up and showed them I was a whole witch and showed them the comfortability of it. Whether they knew I was a witch or not, they got introduced to it real quick. I was doing witchcraft right away. Not casting spells, but doing ritual work and doing ceremonies, doing cleansings and banishment, healing and protection. That's all I ever fucking do. I have this really potent love spell that I put together in the very beginning. Couldn't even tell you, and it can't be replicated because it had certain things from, even red rocks that you can't replicate. And I still have some of it, and it was meant to be the divine feminine awakening. It was supposed to be so powerful that it would awaken the hearts of all men and women, just waken their hearts to break them out of the spell of, you know what I mean, of masculinity. And I have it. I've never used it to like on a person, like, ooh, I'm gonna put this on you. I've never done none of that, but I do have it. And under, I think, like the Venus moon, I pulled it out. I've pulled it out a couple of different times and added it to a couple of my mixtures. I have my basic banishment that I mastered at fucking Chris's house. Dude, I was so proud of it. You guys, I was so proud of this banishment, bro. I put together this blend, and he was a dude. His demons were bad, bro. And again, whatever was in that room that he tried to get exorcised twice that didn't get out of the room, when I knew it was there, I knew it was something small. I told him when I was sleeping in the living room that I had seen it in the stairs, that it was something small, like a small child or something. And then that's where he told me he had like an exorcism go up there. He had him twice, tried to get it to clean out. And that's why he never even went in there and took out her furniture or anything. Well, when I moved in there, whatever it was, bro, I think came out and ate him alive. Really? Swear. He was a fucking demon. So in the mornings, I would wake up, I put together this blend, and I would fucking start burning that shit, bro. And I swear to God, he would wake up right away and take off to go get a bottle, and then he'd be gone. Like it lasted for days. For some until I got into shadow work. That was the problem. When I get into shadows, I attract people's shadows. So I could do it. He was gone for days, almost to where I thought he was in jail. I owned his house by nothing more than a sage blend, dude. As soon as he would show up or wake up, I'd just burn that shit and I'd open my door and I'd blow it out there, bro. And I swear to you, he'd be gone, bro. He'd take off every fucking time, dude. Every fucking time. And it would work for days. I was so proud of it. I still have that down there. That was like my first banishment blend. I'm like, this shit is fucking flawless, dude. This shit works so good. And I just got better at it. People like I couldn't tell you I was studying anything. The spirits would just take me to the store, tell me to buy this shit, mix it together, and I would see what would happen after. I never knew what would happen. I never knew what I was working with until after I got it. I'd look it up later. I'd just be guided to the spiritual store, get some weird shit, wonder what the fuck I'm up to, and then I'd read it in a card like a day or two later. I was like, I swear I just did that. I swear I just did that. Really? I swear. Mm-hmm. And that's how it works. It's intuition. You're guided by something above yourself. You're not looking for answers, they're given to you. Really? Yeah. But that's all I ever did. And then binding, I tried to do cord cutting removals with my twin flames. I did them a lot. I did one for somebody else because she was, I don't know, bro. I met this weird chick and she was like, I gave her my card and the next day she told me she was like under attack and she sent me these crazy pictures of, I was crazy. I don't exactly remember, but I used my magic to break her free of her boyfriend. And I was like, but you have to stay away from the fucking boyfriend for this to work. And my spirit was like, nah, she went back to that motherfucker. I was like, well, that didn't work too well, did it? I can't, free will. We can't, dude, I can clean you off, but your free will is your free will. You're really, it's your magnetism. You're really called to the bullshit. I've learned that the hard way. You can't really break people out of anything. God put them in it. I can't come in and get you out of what God put you in. I can clear you off and give you some peace, but you're still in it. You're still in it. It's it's what God put you through. It's your life. I can make you feel better about it and I can get some of the heaviness off of you and teach you how to, you know what I mean, make yourself lighter through the journey. But it's not going to get easier until you learn your lessons and shit. I try to I swear if there was one person it was Lewis. I cried. I tried so hard. I knew what was coming for Lewis. I tried so hard. I'm like, don't do this, Lewis. Don't sign this contract, bro. Don't do this. I wanted to save him from the hardships that he had coming. He thought I was crazy. No, I'm gonna be a fucking champion. I'm going to Ferrari and they're gonna love me and this is the best thing. And I've always wanted to drive for Ferrari. Don't do this, Lewis. Don't do this, Lewis. Don't do this, Lewis. I couldn't save him. He had to learn. I can't save you from your lessons. I can teach you some things to, you know what I mean, to make it a little simpler. You know what I mean? I could send you some care packages while you're in jail. But no, I can't. In essence, I always say I show you the way out, but you have to get your ass up and do it. You have to get the spoon and dig yourself out, which is what? Eat your heart out? Pretty much. Realistically, yeah. I can't get B to snap out of this. I can't save her from years of fucking of what she's going through. I'm trying, but I can't. I'm trying to save you from what happened to me, bro. I can't save you. I do have one question for you, B, that you really need to sit on. This came to me when I was meditating. How at all were you going to be a successful drug counselor with a drug addict husband? You're not a successful counselor if you're around drug addicts. If you can't counsel them and enable them at the same time. You're going to have to choose which life you're really living here. You can't be accepting to drug behavior and be an advocate to drug recovery. You have to choose one line or the other. You can't be on the side of users. And you know what I mean? Because it really is. It's like, are you defending the use or are you sitting there and fighting the abuse? Really? Something to think about. It came to me. What came to me? Well, where's your life supposed to go from here after I leave? Did you have a life? Did you have a plan? Do you have a life? And I was like, well, she's going to school to be a drug counselor. I'm like, how is that going to work when your dude's all turned out on blues? And everybody you talk to is on drugs. How are you supposed to be a drug counselor? No wonder you're not, you know what I mean? Like, do you see why you can't get along with the past anymore? That you're literally being pulled out of it for good reasons? Do you want to hang out with fucking drug addicts? Or do you want to help drug addicts? Do you want to fucking, you know what I mean? Do you want to be a recovered drug addict or you want to, raise one? And if you have one in your home, what is that going to, and that's what I said. It's like, you know what I mean? Your daughter is going to aspire to get a man like her father. Just like your son would want a woman like his mother. Example, go look at these guys and the girls they're dating. Go meet their mother. Realistically. And her daddy issues. Why shall we talk about this? Realistically, I mean, shall we though? No, nobody wants to talk about any of that, which is the shadows. I don't know. As far as the sun sign, and you know what I mean, Father, there's God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit, right? You know, God made us what God made us. And it might not be pleasing to everyone, but it has purpose. And He didn't make a mistake in the way that He made us. So, as far as trying to be something you're not, that's not going to ever work. Trying to be someone else, that's not ever going to work. I'm standing on business when I say this too. It is getting more and more flooded. It is flooding the internet. It is flooding everywhere about all this weight loss shit. They have it now. They have the Wegovy. They have this and this and this and this. Everybody, and I know where this came from, dude. It was that episode of Shark Tank where these people came out with this crazy weight loss thing. All of a sudden, bro, that episode disappeared. They bought up the product immediately and that episode disappeared. It's taken all these years to get that thing through trials. They're going to be billionaires off this, for sure. But I assure you, everybody that is out here chasing the skinny life, I promise you, I'm fully certain, dude, everyone that takes this pill or takes that injection or does this to their body so that they can be pretty like everyone else, you're going to end up with some serious fucking karma for this. Anybody that goes out unpleased with their body and wants to fucking tear it apart and be, you know what I mean? And dress it up like everybody else, dude, you are telling God that you don't respect what God has made you. You are welcome to be gay, but to cut off your body and say that this isn't what God made you and that he made a mistake in making you, you're asking for ultimate karma in this. You're a temple that holds a Holy Spirit. And each temple, each mountain that is created on these great lands is created differently. There is no two mountains that are exactly the same. There are no two birds. There are no true trees. There are nobody. You guys running around trying to look alike, you bunch of fucking doppelgangers. He didn't make you like that. What's the point? Why do we need so many of the same person? Let's just wipe out all of them and keep the archetypes, shall we? Let's get rid of the followers and keep the leaders. You hate your body. So you want to fucking put some fucking chemical in it that proves that you can all of a sudden be skinny. And that's going to make you a good person. And everybody's going to like you. Some magic drug that just makes everybody skinny. Everybody in the world, every person that is unhealthy in the world has been waiting for this. What I don't see is them selling this shit anywhere else but America. Does this have anything to do with why we pulled out of the, you know what I mean? The HO, the fucking, the World fucking Health Organization? I'm dead ass, bro. It's just that. You hate yourself because you're not somebody else, because you don't look like someone else. You hate what God has given you, which is your individuality. And you want to tear it apart and just look like someone else and be someone else. You want to be what you want to be someone else, bro. A different creation of God, not the creation he made you. That is exactly Lucifer. That is Lucifer. Lucifer did not want to be the beautiful angel that God made him. He wanted power. He wanted purpose. He wanted nobility. He wanted, all the other angels. I swear to you, let's go back, dipshit. Michael had great power and purpose. Gabriel had great power and purpose. Every angel had a job and had a job that was mighty and gave them power and purpose. Lucifer, no. You're my beautiful angel. He had no power and he had no purpose, and he hated that. He just wanted to be like everyone else, to have a reason, to have a role, a very powerful role. That's it. That's what you guys are. When you go back to this devil energy, who is it? You coveting that which you see, wanting to be something else instead of what God made you. Realistically, again, he didn't make me jealous. All the things that he did make me, jealousy was not one of them. I never envied. I never wanted to be something else. Don't get me wrong, I had my times where I wasn't happy with what he made me, but I didn't pray to be someone else. I never wanted to be Eve. I never wanted to be anyone but me. Just a better version of me. Really? Yeah. It's whatever this is, bro, I'm telling you, that's not of God. No way, bro. That's man-made, and it's going to backfire on everybody that does it. Why? Because he didn't want us all to look the same. He didn't want us all to be the same size. Why is a size 2 to 10 the perfect size? Realistically, I'm going to be one of a kind after all you bitches get all sucked up like that. I'm going to be one of a kind. Realistically, they're going to be like, damn, look at that voluptuous woman. If you've seen a woman with thighs and ass like that, I ain't seen a woman like that in fucking decades, bro. Damn, that's a real woman, bro. She's got real, dude, that's a real woman. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I didn't give in to the temptation to be a skinny little girl. I was okay with being a big girl. Come here, let this big girl rock your world. Really? Shit. Nothing was wrong with them. Nothing was wrong with Amy Schumacher, Schumer, or whatever. Now she thinks she's fucking beautiful. I think you're fucking plain Jane. I think you're bony. You a bony bitch. And I know you got flabby skin now. Bony ass bitch. Realistically, you ain't special. You was cool when you was thick. You was cool when you was different. You was different. They like that shit. Now you're just like everyone else, dude. Another dumb blonde. Hmm. You can't. What are you gonna make fat jokes now because you're skinny? Ha! Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Forget what you was, bitch. You was fat. You was fat your whole life. You was fat. That's like smoking crack your whole life, and then all of a sudden you want to act like you're no anti-drug. Bitch, you was a whole crackhead your whole life. Don't act like you don't be sticking your finger in the pie, you fat ass. Shut up. Now you can eat whatever you want and just stick a fucking syringe in your butt. You can eat whatever you want. I bet you're eating twice as much now because you know that this thing's gonna eat it up. What else is it eating up? If we're gonna find out, give it, dude. The shit just hit the market in the last year to 2 years. This shit's got to sit in their bodies. They take it for months at a time. We're gonna see it, dude. It's gonna be scary. It's gonna be scary. Realistically, it's gonna be scary, bro. Whatever it is that's eating up fat like that, bro. It's not just stopping. It's not like, oh, this is fat. Okay, let's move over. This isn't fat. No, it's eating up your body. Whatever the fuck that thing is in there, no, it's been proven effective in all things. You can order it online with no fucking, no fucking prescription. That's scary, bro. That's scary, bro. Really? I'm just saying. I'm not saying that God wanted us all to be big old fat chunkers and shit, but I'm just saying, dude, you don't see the 600-pound people taking that shit. You see fucking people that are 40 pounds overweight that are taking that shit. You see people that don't have healthy lifestyles taking that shit, bro. Realistically, people that work 50 hours a week and then eat fucking, you know what I mean? Or these are my favorite ones. This is the one that just told me, oh, she's gonna be mad. She's a vegan and she eats healthy and she works out, but she just can't lose weight. Who said you were supposed to? And realistically, if your food regimen isn't helping you lose weight, then you might need to change what you're eating. People think that just by being vegan, that makes them skinny or healthy. Why in the fuck was Lizzo this 300-pound fucking vegetarian? All she eats is greens. She is a jolly green fucking giant, bitch. Either she's lying to us or those greens don't do well in her system. Her body doesn't know how to process greens. Give her some meat and potatoes. Try the Atkins diet. I don't know. Eat sweets. Whatever you're eating isn't working for you. People say that, bro. They say that all the time, bro. They're always like, oh, I just can't lose weight. How many different things have you tried? Have you tried a lot of these get skinny fast diets? Or how long have you been doing the gym? How many days a week do you walk for 30 minutes? Really? Bro, I'll show you right now. I'll show you right now, dude. I'll weigh myself right now and then walk for 30 minutes for the next week, and I'll show you that I lose weight. It's proven. You're too busy. You're too busy to worry about it. It's not always about what you're eating and shit. And all of this I'm just bringing up because it's like, you got to be pretty. Goes back to fucking Puss fucking face over there. She went out and did a fucking skin fucking treatment and then she got fucking herpes all over her face. Now she's walking around hiding her face. She's telling everybody it's infatigo and it's this and it's that and I hope it doesn't scar and all this. Bitch. And if it does, and you don't have perfect fucking skin, what are you going to do? Are you going to go get plastic surgery because you got some fucking marks? You've got fucking crow's eyes. You got fucking cellulite. You got to get you a tummy tuck or a fucking boob lift. Bro, you got to get right with God. Why do you got to be a sexy woman out here? Like you're just trying to get fucked? They won't fuck you if you're not sexy? Why you've got to be sexy, bitch? Like who you trying to be sexy for, bitch? Really? Like you got to? Like you feel like a fucking ain't shit bitch if you ain't got fucking nothing going for yourself, if you ain't got a face full of makeup and some fucking come fuck me heels on? You ain't shit? Bitch, you ain't shit then. You just ain't shit, bitch. Just ain't shit. Nobody's gonna Nobody gives a shit. If that's all you're trying to do is get fucked, because that's all that gets you. That don't get you far in life. Being beautiful doesn't get you shit. Realistically, I mean, Kim Kardashian, where's it got her? I got her fucked publicly. Their fucking video is still, that's what made her famous. She got fucked. How many times has that bitch been married? What a failure. Jesus Christ, a billionaire failure. She got 6 kids. The worst baby daddy. Fucking been washed up 4 times, dude. And her fucking vagina has been all over the internet. Fuck it. That's all they want to do. Hump and dump this cunt. You going for that? That's that look you're going for this Friday night? This Saturday night? Next Friday? You're going for that? That's your summer look? That's Jonica. She's just trying to look good. She's trying to look like a good fuck. She want her titties out and her fucking ass out so you can want to fuck the bitch. You don't want to marry a bitch like this. You just want to fuck her. Right, Russ? What you going to do with her? I'm going to fuck the shit out of her. With those hands? Come on, bro. You better at least pass the pussy to the left-hand side, bro. She got enough to go around. She trying to put it all over the internet. Let her at least put it on some motherfuckers. What is she working with? Nothing? Tits and ass? Fake hair? Don't forget some fucking eyelashes and shit. Make her look pretty. Otherwise, she ain't shit. You got an ain't shit bitch. She ain't shit but a good fuck. She better be a good fuck. She better, if this bitch just lays there, if she just lays there, I guess she would take it like a good girl, huh? I'm the Lilith, dude. I don't submit to this type of bullshit. If I'm not on top and I'm not riding you into the sunset, then it's lights out, motherfucker. Realistically, I don't give a shit.
They're called pillow princesses.
Who? Bitches that just lay on the bed and get fucked?
They're called pillow princesses because they're princess on the pillow and the men are doing everything.
Now that I think about it, who's the princess in here? Russ? Are you the princess? Who's pulling whose hair? Considering that yours is real and hers is fake. Hers costs more. Do you ever just grab that big ass afro? Just grab the shit out of it. I love you guys more than you love yourselves. Realistically. And she's over there lightening her skin, lightening and fucking photoshopping her fucking pictures and shit. You stupid bitch. You're black, bitch. You black. That's she want to be white so bad. She want to be a white girl so bad. Shit, that sucks. That's like these white girls that want to be black girls. That's funny. Why can't you just be what the fuck God made you? That is just too crazy. Crazy. Russ want to be a rapper. He's all, fuck you, bitch. I've been a rapper my whole life. Then what are you trying to prove? I thought you already was one. Why are you trying to be one so bad? Oh, never mind. You're a hair product salesman now. That's what you're doing. You went from being, all these great things, but now you're just a hair product salesman. I love you guys. God loves you. Just be you, bro. Don't try to be anything better than what it is. I mean, be a better version of you, but don't try to be someone else, bro. That shit is just ugly. Really? It's fucking hilarious, actually. I'd be over here watching you thinking you're fucking Halloween town over there. You think everybody's skin is dress up? I'm going to dress up as this person today. I'm going to dress up as this. How about you just dress up as yourself? Really? How about you just be yourself? How about you take all that shit off and just be yourself? The real ones will love you for what you are. I'm a lot of annoying, but there's a lot of people that love me for what I am. There's a lot of people that I'm too much for. That's fine. I don't give a shit. I think you're too little. Really, I can tone it down a little bit, or I could just kind of keep it moving. Realistically, that's just how it is. People, you can work your whole life to be liked, but do you like what you're doing just to be liked? Is this something you like? Really? Yeah. That's how that goes. And that's all I wanted to talk to you about that. I'm going to take it easy. I never get an easy full moon, but actually, the full moon is until tomorrow. Anointing oils, you can always use a Lilith because I am the goddess of the moon. You can get your full moon Lilith's oils out. Embolic is what we're celebrating on the 2nd. That is also the goddess bridge. I'm almost out. This is a good one. You're going to do all of these. What do you do with them? You anoint your third eye so you can have the visions of the goddess. Realistically, yes. You know how they do Ash Wednesday and they put that ash right there? Yeah, you do that with the oils. Make sure that you don't put too much on your eyebrows. First off, if you draw them on like me, you're gonna look crazy. Secondly, it can run into your eyes, and then your eyes will be burning. It happened to my daughter many times, and now she won't anoint her third eye because she burnt her eyeballs doing it. So you definitely don't want to put like a big drop. You just want to barely dab it. Really, yep. Put one on your third eye, behind your two ears, and your throat. That'll create the diamond. That'll get the visions flowing. Really, hopefully for you. Maybe not. Can't hurt. Well, it can't hurt. I mean, it might not be very powerful. Hey, I need to check with Bry. I gave Bry the Sononis oil. I need to check with him and ask him if that's been what that's been doing for him. That might be weird. How do I say that? Really? Yep. I was like, I want to give this to you. I'm guided to give this to you. And then to show him how to do it, and I gave it to him. It's not weird. Last time I saw him, I gave him a candle. Not like that one. I never even asked him what happened. It's like, I don't know. I'm supposed to give this to you. I came all the way from California to give this to you, and you'll know when to light it. What happened? I don't know. I never asked him. I don't ask. I don't ask questions. I'm just I just deliver the message. I don't know what the fuck you're gonna do with it. I didn't ask Pock if they lit the candle. I didn't ask any of that. I don't know. I really don't know. It's a need to know basis. I don't need to know what you're doing with this, but I kind of want to know. I don't know. What if he says nothing happened? Well, then I'm like, well, okay, I guess. I don't know. I don't think nothing. I don't think nothing happened. But what would he say? How could you put that into words? Are you having visions? If I tell her, really? You want to talk about what you're seeing? I'm really anxious to know what God is showing you. Really, I don't think I ever used. Maybe I used the Sononis oil maybe once or twice. I brought it to anoint Bobby with it. He was such a quickie, I didn't get a chance. I didn't get to fully dip the stick. I know he's mad at me lately. Why? I don't know. Why wouldn't he be? She don't love me no more. I love you just fine. I'm just not dealing with you anymore. That's to everyone. I love you just fine, Morgan. I love you. I'm just not dealing with you. That's all that means. Realistically, I'm sure your mom loves you. She just doesn't want to deal with you anymore. I'm not God. I'm goddess. I'm the evil stepmother. Lock you in your room. I'm hilarious. Really? God, he made me this way. Anyways, I'm gonna take my magic and go on with my bad self. Yeah. I can't protect you from. I tried to tell you they're real, and that they really do magic on people. And I tried to teach you a couple things on how to protect yourself. But ultimately, what I always teach you is the same thing. If you just do the shadow work, people's fucking attacks don't really bother you. It's like you're unbothered by the bullshit. Oh, was that meant to hurt my feelings? I don't have any feelings. Things. I'm not feeling it. Really? Well, going back to Russ, it worked for so long, didn't it? You used to get a rise out of the Phoenix, and then now what you get, it never works out for you. He keeps trying though. He's talk about insanity. He keeps trying the same thing, expecting different results. All he does is get burned. He's like literally playing with fire, and he is like so fucking flamboyant that it just burns the shit out of him every time. I love it. I love it. Backfires. Blowback is what I heard. All right, well, I'm gonna let you guys go. I posted some pictures and shit. I'm putting together tomorrow's altar, or tomorrow's offering. It was really funny. I was teaching you about the offerings. I did all this shit before, but not to no Santa Muerte, not to the holy death. That was just a way of honoring the deity since the beginning. Realistically, since the beginning. So I do this shit all the time. But for the Hecate off ritual, I had said this before. We always use a full bird, so I got one of those fucking rotisserie chickens from Walmart. I got a lemon peppered one. I thought they might like the flavor on it. Really? Last time I did it, I did a Cornish hen. No, that was the first one. The second one, I had to bring these bones. I went to a. It was a full moon. That was the full moon in Pisces where I reclaimed my priesthood. So I've done a couple of these, and that's why I was gonna get fish, but this time I got a whole ass chicken. And then I did get some honey. I got some clove honey because we were talking about good luck. And I didn't get the almond milk. I'm just actually gonna do a shot of this. It might be gross. I've took shots of weirder shit. It's not like this dude and his ayahuasca. So we're gonna do a shot of milk and honey, and then I'll do a mixture. I'm gonna put it together in like a water bottle or something, and take that. And then I got because I really like the yogurt. I like that whipped yogurt. I got one. I don't know why I got him key lime pie. I've never in my life tried key lime pie anything, but I was thinking my mom when I got it, so I got that. And then I'll probably put some breads and some nuts. I was actually thinking about emptying the ones I have in my altar bag. I have a bunch of nuts and stuff in there I haven't used. Really? Yeah, I always keep them for when I'm out. I need to get bird seeds. It's about time. I used to carry bird seeds. I don't have bird seeds. I think that's what I need to do. I could get those at Target tomorrow, actually. So yeah, we're gonna do our altar offering tomorrow, and that's pretty much it. Moon bathe. They didn't say anything about any real magical work unless you really wanted to, but it was dangerous. It was more about, I don't know, it was personal if you wanted to. And that's just, I'm not really manifesting anything. Again, I said this over and over. I have a lot going on. And I was reminded that by the new moon, I need to start investing in getting some art supplies because I'm going to start working on some art projects. Really? I don't know. Just some kind of new way of creativity. I'm going to be like, look what I created. It's a masterpiece. It's going to be all a potato or something. Mr. Potato Head. It's going to be in art galleries. My inner child. I'm getting a hot flash and I'm getting dizzy. I don't know what's hitting me. It's probably the moon or something. I gotta go. Hey, I love you guys. Have a great full moon. Really? Just embrace you. That's all this is about. Really? Quirks and all. Love yous. Laters. Bye bye now.